Hi everyone, Namaste. My name is Sujata and welcome to this week's yoga practice. We'll be doing a short practice but a nice deep stretchy one. So let's begin. Coming on to the mat, we'll just begin by taking our hands in prayer. We're going to press the palms towards each other so that you can feel a bit of a pressure on your palms together. Hold. Starting to take your hands up towards the ceiling, going up on your tippy toes and release down. We'll repeat this two more times. Hands in prayer, press the palms together, taking your hands up towards the ceiling, up on your tippy toes and release at your own pace. Very good. We'll do some hip rotations. So feet are slightly wider than hip distance apart and we're just going to do circles with our hips. Doing these completely as per your capacity. You can keep them as small as you need to or as large as you feel comfortable. Change direction. Coming to a halt, intertwining your fingers, taking them up towards the ceiling. We'll do a variation of the Tadasana, so just pulling yourself up, feeling the stretch from the sides of your body, base of your spine, arms, and if you are comfortable, you can come up onto your toes. Keep feeling that stretch from the base of your ankles all the way up. Releasing your heels down if you are up on your toes, lifting up again through the spine, dipping down to the right. If you want, you can look up. So a variation of the Tiryak Tadasana, standing up, stretch again and going down the other way. Maybe looking up. We'll repeat this two more times. So coming up, dipping down, in my case to the right. The tendency will be to lift off from this left leg, but try and intentionally push that left foot, outer foot down for a bigger stretch. Coming centrally, dipping down to the other side, and again intentionally pressing down with your right outer foot. Coming to the center, last one at your own pace. Coming back to center, big circle of arms, releasing your hands, maybe giving your arms a bit of a shake, shoulders a bit of a shake. Okay, you're going to now fold forward into the ragdoll. So a nice easy bend in your knees, and then you're going to start to come all the way down, letting your arms dangle, head and neck dangle. Releasing your stomach on your thighs. Still keeping yourself folded, we're going to straighten one knee and then straighten the other knee. Carrying on like this, so straighten one knee, feel that stretch from the back of your leg. Bend that knee and then alternate and then straighten the other knee. We're now going to bend in our knees and we're going to come all the way down so that you're sitting on your heels. Now here you're going to press one knee down and hug the other knee up. So I'm pressing my right knee down and I'm hugging the left knee up. Let's reverse. So left knee is down, right knee is hugged up. One more time. Left knee is hugging in, right knee is down, and then right knee is up, left knee is pressed down. Releasing this right knee, coming straight into toe torture, sitting back on your heels for a few breaths. Still staying in the toe torture, if you want, if you can, you're going to take your palms down to the mat and reverse your fingers in. For a deeper stretch, you're gently sort of leaning your arms backwards. If this is not a position that works for you, then take your fingers sideways like this, and that will still give you a bit of a stretch on your wrists and forearms. Coming out of the stretch on your hands and on your toes, releasing the tops of your toes on the mat and giving them a light tap. Sitting back down on your heels and see if you can lift your knees for a complementary stretch on your ankles. Now some people just can't get into this pose, and don't worry about it, that's absolutely okay. That's everybody's structured differently. Lovely. Release those knees down and we're going to straight come into the child's pose. So releasing your head down, taking your arms by the sides of your shins, releasing your head. 5 breaths. Letting your back spread out. Still in child's pose, doing another variation where you're going to stretch your hands out, press through those palms, release your head down. Starting to intentionally press the palms down and gently taking your hips backwards for a bigger stretch. Lovely. Coming up onto all fours, doing our usual cat-cows. So stretching your back out for the cow. Rounding your back for angry cat, Murjarasana. Breathe in, stretch, push your tailbone, shining your sternum, your chest to the opposite wall. Rounding your back, chin towards your chest, pushing the floor away from you. One more time. Breathe in, stretch. Breathe out, round. Coming to a neutral posture, we're going to walk our right hand to the right, still on all fours, and then we're going to do like a chopping action with our left hand. So chop down, and then gently leaning your hips backwards so that you get a stretch on that left arm. Releasing your head to whichever level down that you can go. Coming up, doing the same on the other side. So coming onto all fours, moving slightly to the left with your left hand, chop with your right hand, and then starting to lean your hips backwards for that big arm stretch. We will repeat this, coming back onto fours, coming to the right, chopping with your left, and letting your hips go backwards. Repeating this on the left. Left hand to the left, chop with the right, letting your hips go backwards as if you're sitting down, but not quite. Coming back up, coming onto all fours again, and this time we're going to stretch our right hand out, flex that right heel in, push the arm to whichever level that you can comfortably go, and keep that right hand flexed and lower yourself down. Coming back up, doing the same on the left. So flex this left wrist, release the wrist down to the mat, and release your head and your torso going downwards as well. Coming back onto all fours, we're going to tuck all of our 10 toes in, and we're going to lift up into the downward facing dog, Svanasana. So coming up into the downward facing dog, starting to pedal your heels, one heel at a time. And releasing your heels down, pushing your head towards your knees, pushing your shoulders up, hips up. 5 breaths. From here, we're going to take a big step with your right foot on the outside of this right palm, releasing your left knee down, releasing the left foot down, and then releasing your hips downwards into this modified lizard pose. If you want, if you can come down onto your forearms. Keep this right knee hugged in. For a slightly stronger variation, you can tuck this back foot, which is my left foot, and lift the knee up. Push with your left heel back. All of these are just variations, doing whatever you can that works for your body. Releasing the left knee down, releasing the top of your toe down, coming back up onto your palms, and we're going to do the lounging lizard now. So making a big rainbow shape with my right hand, taking the right hand all the way back, looking back. Bringing that hand back, tucking the back foot, lifting up, going back into the downward facing dog. Letting your hips settle. Big step with your left foot on the outside of this left palm, releasing your right knee down, releasing the top of your right foot down, and staying in the lizard, letting your hips loose, letting your hips come downwards. Your body permitting, if you want to today, you can come down onto your forearms, tucking this left knee inside. Coming back up onto your palms, and we'll do the lounging lizard on this side. So big circle with your left hand going back. Bring that hand back to center, coming back into the downward facing dog. From this downward facing dog, we will come into the half pigeon. So taking your right foot towards the left, releasing yourself, your hips downwards, maybe releasing the top of your left foot downwards, looking straight ahead. Tucking this right heel as much as you want to towards your groin. And then if you want to, if you can, coming down onto your forearms and or all the way down. Choose where you'd like to stay, 5 breaths. Palms on the mat, tucking the left foot, coming back into the downward facing dog, taking your left foot towards the right, releasing the left knee down, releasing the right knee down, right top of the toe down. Again, you can angle this heel as much as you want to towards your groin, doing whatever is comfortable, staying upright, coming onto your forearms or going all the way down. 5 breaths again. Breathing in, coming out of this lizard pose. So we will now go back onto our backs. Last pose, knees towards your chest, maybe swaying from side to side, making circles on your lower back. And doing the supine twist as a last posture for a bigger stretch again, for a big stretch again. So releasing your left foot down, either just crossing your right knee over or wrapping this right leg around. Your arms can be either in a cactus shape, spread out, slightly upwards or sideways, your choice. Shifting your hips slightly to the right, releasing your knees to the left. Head goes to the right, and completely surrender yourself to the mat, closing your eyes down. if you've got your eyes closed, opening your eyes, taking your knees, your back to center, uncrossing your legs, shifting your hips back to center, maybe shifting your hips this time to the left, crossing your left knee over the right. If you want to, wrapping this left leg around the right, letting your knees fall to the right, head goes to the left, closing your eyes down. Releasing out of the supine twist, stretching your legs out, stretching your hands overhead, giving yourself a big stretch. Hope you enjoyed this quick stretchy practice. If you're enjoying these sessions, then please do subscribe to the channel. See you next week.